Hello, welcome back, everyone. Or if this is your first time, welcome. This is our precious thoughts, lifestyle podcast about the not so glamorous parts of life and style. I am Malice,
And I'm Vixxens.
and today we have something very special in store for you. We're gonna talk about a little bit of fitness, a little bit of outlets, and a little bit of routines. Which
Yes.
are all important things to our lifestyle. I
Yes.
guess lifestyles in general, question mark. Some lifestyles don't involve any of those things though.
Yeah. But for us in hashtag gym life,
We're hashtag juice heads.
juice heads, if you didn't know, now you know.
So to keep these muscles pumped, I'm here to ask Vixxens, my strong Vixxens who has been going to the gym much longer than me. Where does your inspiration for fitness come from? What inspired you to get into fitness and working out?
What inspired me? Well, honestly, it was being a fat bitch that inspired me. Cause at work, I was working a lot and like it was hard for me to like keep up with my job. Like I had chronic knee pain, back pain, and I even had plantar fasciitis. Do you know what that is?
No, was that?
It's like chronic foot pain at like the ball of your foot. Usually people get it from like standing on their feet all day. And I looked up like how to get rid of it, and it was literally like lose weight. And this is like conditions that like my parents have, and my parents are like 40, 50
Oh,
years old. So I'm like, I'm 22 and I'm experiencing this shit. Like I was like, someone's gotta give. And it wasn't gonna be the food. So that's why I was like, let me hit the gym.
yes. Yes. See, I feel like my reason since is like almost the opposite of it is just like because I'm really like skinny and weak that I was having trouble at my job because I couldn't ever lift anything or open anything or basically do anything for myself. So it was pretty annoying when I was stuck there by myself or caught in trying to do something really quickly. I could not. I was like, I can't open this. I can't open a
Damn.
can with the industrial can opener because it's too heavy.
Oh
I
man.
couldn't do like anything, so I felt so weak that I'm like, I need to start going to the gym because I'm too frail and like malnourished.
And it's like crazy how fast that shit catches up to you. Like a 19-year-old body is way different than a 22-year-old body. Like,
Oh yeah, for sure. Like your skin is so different, your body's so different, the way you gain weight is so different.
hell yeah.
Everything. Like even in the matter of 2 years that can change. So if
Literally.
all you younger viewers out there who listen like I have good skin now, I have a nice body now, I have no problems with my body now, like sure I'm a little this, sure I'm a little that, but it doesn't hurt me. It's gonna hurt you
It's gonna
maybe.
catch up to you for
Yeah,
sure.
it'll possibly catch up to you because it's like yeah, like from me like trying to overstrain from not being able to open stuff or lift stuff, I have like injuries.
Oh no.
Like I have like my right knee's a little fucked up and my left wrist is a little fucked up from trying to carry stuff because I didn't have somebody there to help me.
I feel it. Yeah, I'm stuck with this bad knee forever. And this shit ain't going nowhere. And you know what's fucked up? When I was 19, all it took me to lose weight was like stop drinking soda. Now I'm no sugar, counting my fucking calories, going to the gym 2 hours a day. This weight won't give. But if I was 19, that shit would have been off. But
Uh that's what I'm saying. Growing pains. It's growing pains though. But
I know.
luckily it led us to find an outlet, that we enjoy. Like
Yes.
I enjoy the gym. It took me a little bit to kind of start enjoying the gym. I would say I really wish I started going when I was like 19 though. How
Me
about you?
too. Yes, I really wish I would have like been because I started going when I was 19, but really it was like for the wrong reasons. you know, the person I was seeing like skinny bitches. So I'm like, oh, let me be a skinny bitch. That wasn't gonna hold up very long.
No, there's no self-motivation in that.
No, I was doing it for all the wrong reasons. So like,
Well, when I was younger, the only times I ever went to the gym I remember was with you. And I
oh,
recall
I remember. I
we would just
remember.
fuck around.
Remember we tried sneaking you in the gym.
To the 24-hour fitness, right? And I
Yeah.
think we tried to do some like weird thing where I was gonna run in and use like your dad's card, and then I was gonna try to hand it back to you. Some like
But they
weird.
caught us, and so we're like, oh, we're just waiting for our dad. And then when they weren't looking, we ran out. Because
And maybe that's subconsciously why I never went to the gym. That could be a partial reason why I'm like, I don't know why I'm so embarrassed to go to the gym. There has to be a reason. What is the reason?
I
It's
would get followed out to my car when I was like 19 going to the gym. So like honestly, that's when I was
what?
like, let me not go to the
Why?
gym
By
by
someone
myself.
at the gym?
Yeah, like people are mad creepy.
I think that's just Vegas.
Yeah, honestly. So I kind of stopped because I was going by myself and I was like, you know, I shouldn't be
Yeah,
going to the gym
because
by myself.
the gym here, I mean, I guess I didn't go to the gym very much in Vegas, so I don't really know. I just know there's a lot of creep modes people in Vegas. There's
Yeah.
so many creep mode. And but here, yeah, nobody even notices you. So once I realized that like even when I'm struggling the most and look the most ridiculous of you know, like I felt anxious and looked around, I'm like, no one even fucking notices me. And if they did notice me, it's because they want to use this cable pull thing right now, and I'm fucking struggling.
For real. Yeah, I haven't experienced me. Oh no. I kind of block it out. It's just whatever at this point. As long as no one's following me out, we're good. But what helps you stay consistent in the gym?
So the only thing when I was first being consistent, the main thing that kept me consistent, I guess, is wanting to see those, you know, what is
Results.
it? Results. Which
Mm-hmm.
when I first started, I'm like my training goal, I guess, over time or what I my goal was my goal was keeping me driven.
Mm-hmm.
But my goals have changed over time. Some goals kept me less like I'd be consistent for a month and then not really consistent because it wasn't a strong goal. Right
Mm-hmm.
now I've realized that having a fat ass is not an amazing goal. Which I'm no more power to you if your goal is I want to have a fat ass or toned ass, I guess is what I'm saying is it for
I
me.
do.
It's like I want to have a toned ass. But
Mm-hmm.
that being my main reason to get in there, I've
Isn't
realized
strong enough.
is not strong enough because I'm just like, you know, like you could just look at her and be like, she looks okay. I don't need to go to the gym today. I wanted to. I'm trying. I'm
No,
trying to think
Logan,
of
you
a
already have like a perky ass. So like,
yeah, like so it's not strong enough to get me in there because I might look at her one day and think, you know, I think it's worth it. When really, I think I just naturally I already have
yeah, you
kind of
already
a
have the cake.
I already have a little cake. I'm trying to be humble here, and you already have cake too. So it's not like that's what you need to. I mean, if you want to work on it, like work on it. I definitely still work on my glutes a lot. It's just I'm thinking of it more of a mentally. My goal
Mm-hmm.
needs to be more mentally
Mm-hmm.
something more mental and less of just a physical
Physical,
aspect. If
yeah.
that makes sense.
I notice when you focus on the physical, it's way more defeating because you won't see results as fast as you think, you know what I mean? So it's like, oh my God, like after a week, like my ass isn't up there, like what's the point? And then you give up. Because I noticed that like
Yeah.
when I first went, I was really like, I want to be skinny. And then after a month, I'm like, I am not skinny. I'm quitting. This is not worth it. And it's like, well, I mean, that's not how it works, you know? Like
No.
So having realistic goals really. What are your, so what is what is your goal now? Since it's not having a fat ass.
Yeah, it's still nice. It would still be. I'm not gonna knock it if I get a real toned, big, juicy booty out of it. But I would say my training. Well, now that I have a personal trainer, it kind of put my like training goal more into perspective.
Mm-hmm.
And now, I mean, I started doing pole, so I guess my training goal is kind of more training around pole and trying to get stronger. I originally started because I want to get stronger for when I start my job because I'm doing replenishment now and back stock. And like I was saying, I don't want to be stumbling around hurting myself with all these shipment boxes. So
Yeah.
that was my main reason I'm
They
kind
get
of getting
heavy.
back into the gym in January. It was like, hey, before I get a job, like I just kind of want to get stronger so I'm able to do more jobs
Mm-hmm.
and also just like be on my feet longer with less pain and
Yeah.
everything. So
Same.
that's my first reason, and then now I'm kind of more wanting to get stronger for pole, but that's a real recent one.
That's good because like pole really takes like an entire like your overall body strength of, especially like upper body strength. That shit.
Yeah, which I have none of.
Yeah.
So that's why I'm
Same.
like, I need to work on that, which is cool though. I told my personal trainer about it, and I was like, I feel weird because he's a dude. I didn't want him to be all like, oh, and stripping type
Like
of
it's
shit. But he was
stupid.
just like, okay, yes, we can work on upper body strength. Because I didn't even mention upper body strength. I was just like, oh, I want to train for pole. I'm doing pole now.
Mm-hmm.
He's just
You
like,
already knew.
yeah, he already knew what I needed to work on. I'm like,
Like
okay,
that
great.
upper body strength. Yeah, a lot
Like,
of
you're a
core
good
and upper
trainer.
body
Yeah,
strength.
I was like, you're a good trainer. Okay, go off.
I'm dead.
Now, what are your fitness goals, Emma, right now?
Yeah, because I realized I don't want to be skinny because I don't want to starve myself for the rest of my life. So yeah, I'm trying to figure out sustainable, practical goals for myself and my body type. And I like the thick, thick, thick bitch train. I
Yes.
love it. But so for me now, my goals when going to the gym, honestly, is um increasing my like strength, like just becoming stronger overall and focusing on like building like increasing my weight every time I go, because I really noticed that's what helps with like with your physique. Like I noticed um when I was working a lot before quarantine, I was kind of like leveling out. Like I was just kind of like just trimming down and like kind of like losing my curve a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
And that was because I wasn't really focusing on like increasing my weights. I was just like just kind of doing the same thing.
Staying in doing the same like thing every time, or would you do different things every time, but just like the same weight?
I would do different things, but the same weight, and that like you're not gonna really see any progress with that.
Mm-hmm.
And so yeah, so now I take the challenge of increasing weight, and yeah, I like the feeling of like feeling strong, and it's more satisfying, and yeah, just really trying to increase weight and like really getting my form down, because that also, like when you're doing your form wrong, you're not targeting the proper muscle group, so it's really like counterproductive. I
Yeah.
realized.
How long did it take you to figure that out? That form was kind of more important than just doing the most.
um it probably took me like 8 months after I started working out, realize that, because I was just kind of focused on the weight loss aspect of it. And that's all I really cared about at the beginning. But then,
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, it was kind of like just focusing on weight was like not motivating me, because your weight fluctuates so much. And like I was weighing myself like daily. So it was
Mm.
kind of like taking the motivation away from me and like getting me down on myself because I'm like, oh, like I didn't lose weight, like am I even doing it right? And like rethinking everything. But yeah, you have to keep in mind your body like weight fluctuates all the time depending on the time of day it is. And also muscle weighs more than fat. So I could have been burning fat and like gaining
Mm.
muscle, but like I didn't see it like that. I was just like, I'm not losing weight. I'm not, there's no progress, but it's not about weight.
Yeah, that's
Really.
interesting. That's interesting because you could have just been burning fat and gaining muscle, but and also it sounds difficult to feel accomplished if you're weighing yourself every day, even if you were actually like losing physical pounds, like on the
Mm-hmm.
scale. It's just like I feel like if you do it every day, you're like, okay, 1 pound. Like what's
Mm-hmm.
that? Even though like if you weighed yourself maybe like I don't know, like once a month, and you saw a more drastic change, you would feel more accomplished, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
But like,
Yeah.
I mean, I feel the same. I mean, that's what I'm saying. Like, I weigh myself pretty much every time I go to the gym because I'm trying to gain weight.
Mm-hmm.
And that's something even I am like, okay, I probably shouldn't do this because I'm like always, around the same.
No.
And I'm
Yeah.
always just like, what am I doing wrong? When honestly, it's going to take my body a little while to get acclimated to like eating more.
Yeah. And it
So,
definitely is like harder to gain weight than it is to lose weight.
mhm.
So, because you literally have to like force feed yourself and like eat more than what you're used to. And like, I already know
Yeah.
like when I overeat and then I like the thought of food becomes like so gross to me. But like for people who are gaining weight, like you're just supposed to push past that and like eat more. Like, I can't.
Yeah, it's been a struggle to trying to gain weight thing. Luckily, I've listened to all those like YouTube videos that are like, oh, because I feel like I've taken weight loss tips that I've like learned and kind of like reverse them, like something like, oh, don't eat in front of the TV
Mm-hmm.
because you'll eat more. I'm like, okay, I'm definitely eating in front of
Then
the
eat.
TV, and I feel like that's been working. I get
That's
distracted and kind
funny.
of eat. I like reverse those like weight loss tips or like drink like a lot of water with your meal and you'll feel full fast. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna wait to drink until
Mm-hmm.
after I eat, type of things. I've
So
been
has that
just
been
trying to,
helping you?
yeah, just kind of reversing the weight loss tips and also just like packing full smoothies with shit.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure there's like, you can do. I've seen like people who make videos like that also do it for like weight loss shakes, but they
Mm-hmm.
have like weight gain shakes too, where you just like pack it with like oatmeal, fruit, honey, chocolate, like
Yeah.
basically anything that's like caloric. Yeah, it's honestly they taste really good, but they're like so heavy that it's so hard to get through one.
I bet. And do you drink like whey protein?
Yeah, you add protein to it too. So it has oatmeal. Like I put blueberries in mine. I put oatmeal, blueberries, banana, protein, honey. I usually just do that, but you can like also do more. They say you're supposed to put spinach in it too, but I don't always.
Mm-hmm.
I don't always put spinach. I buy spinach to put it in there, but I'm gonna be real with you guys. It's not the most yummiest. I prefer
I
the
like
chocolate
spinach.
chips. I prefer the chocolate chips in the
Why not
smoothie.
have both? You can't really taste spinach unless you
But
put a lot of it.
that's when it becomes so much though to have chocolate chips, spinach, banana, blueberries, oatmeal, honey, and protein.
I
Oh my
guess, yeah.
god! You see, if you put
That's
that
a
on a
lot.
plate, if we put that on a plate, that would be like that's every food group in one smoothie, which is
Yeah.
good. Which I advocate for it. Like if you're trying to get your nutrition in,
Mm-hmm.
gain weight, I suggest it. But did you know honey? The guy I don't okay, he's not a doctor, but the guy on YouTube says honey is a natural pre workout.
Is it natural pre-workout?
He says honey gives you energy.
Well, I mean, because it has sugar
Does sugar
naturally. So I
actually give you
guess,
energy?
Yeah, like it's supposed to. But if you like have sugar all the time, then it's not really
Mm.
effective, I would think. But I don't know. But I don't know. I'm trying not to drink have like sugar like that. As I ate like 2 slices of cheesecake.
But it's your birthday.
That's
Oh my god, we
true.
forgot to mention that here in the show. It's Emma's
Yeah.
birthday. It's Pisces season.
Pisces
Emma's kicking it
season.
off. So, Emma, what's your cash app for everybody out there who
Oh
wants
yeah,
to send you a
cash out.
birthday?
Vixxens with 3 X's. Send me some money. Wait, let me check if that's it. Okay.
Send some birthday cash. If you guys are enjoying our precious thoughts, where we're telling you about all our thoughts that are telling you about their thoughts.
Thoughts. Yeah, Vixxens, 3 X's.
All
Cash
right,
out.
guys, get that down. Get that down.
It
What
is.
outlet do you use the gym for? Like, what does the gym? What feelings does the gym just like help you express?
For a little bit, it kind of helps with like my aggression issues. I'm like one of those people that like wake up pissed off or something. I like wake up
It's just
looking
one of
for
those
a
things.
reason to like punch a window or something. So I'm like, oh, okay, yeah, I have like some anger issues. So it kind of helps with that. And like when I overthink and like just get so in my head, it really takes you out of that and keeps things like simple. What about you? What do you use the gym for as an outlet for?
I agree with that. That second one is my main thing. It's just like, like it's easy when you're like just lounging around the house, like just getting your own head about things. But
Yeah.
when I'm at the gym, I'm trying to get that mind to muscle connection.
Yes.
And I'm like doing my kickbacks like ass.
Burn.
Ass, or like
Yeah.
I'm like shoulders.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there's so many like components to like working out that you have to like think about and shit. It really keeps you distracted. I'm like back straight, don't stick your butt out far enough, squat low enough, like
don't even get me started on that.
I posted a squatting video and someone was like, go lower, straighten up. And I'm like, all right.
I was proud, but okay.
I know. I was just trying to get a good, it was like my 5th set because I was trying to get in the pitch in the fucking camera. But I'm like, I'm not going to make excuses. Yeah, let me squat lower and.
You're right. I will squat lower.
Make my back straighter. You're right. Even though my wonky ass knee, yeah, you're right. You're right.
Dude, I cannot. I feel bad. My trainer, every time we do squats, he's just like, we really need to work on this. He just says, do we really need to work on this? And I'm like, and I don't even know how to fix it because I try to go in the mirror room and like look at myself, but it's hard for me to like squat and like look to the side. You know what I'm saying? Like, and like see how my back looks. I'm like,
I know you have to keep it straight and like stiff.
And I try to practice at home, and I ask my boyfriend, like, does my back look straight? He's like, I think.
It's hard because I'm like low-key training my sister and I'm telling them like, and their squat is a little off. And I'm like, I don't even know what's wrong or like how to even like correct it. And I'm like, I don't know if it's just, I don't even know.
That's why people get paid to do that because it's like
that looks wrong. But also I ain't no damn trainer, so
that's why people get paid to do that. That's why I got one, because I'm like, I just keep asking my friends, like, does this look right? Does this look like the video? And they're like, I don't know.
Yeah, it's like hard to like correct it, like what you're doing wrong. I'm like, I don't know, like stick your butt out more, because you're not supposed to have your knees over your toes. But then I also heard that's like a misconception that it's like some people's legs are just long and like.
I think mine are, because
that's what I'm saying. I'm like, but also like we have the same, like we're the same height, so I'm like, I think you're just doing it wrong.
Yeah, I don't really know what the fuck I'm doing. I always just like want to fall back. I don't know. Maybe I'm just putting pressure wrong. I think I'm unevenly balanced in my pressure of the squat. I don't know. I'm working on it, guys.
There's ways around the squat though, like leg presses.
Yeah, I do those.
Just do like hip thrusts.
I do those.
Then you're
I'll be doing
good.
those. I love those.
I
I
love hip
love
thrusts.
those.
I
I love
love hip
those.
thrusts.
I love those because you feel like a BAMF.
No, literally, yeah.
I feel like a BAMF doing them. I feel like a BAMF. And that's why I like the gym. You know, I leave feeling kind of like a BAMF. Like,
yeah. And like what helps me like stay motivated, like cute gym outfits. Really?
you know what? I heard that somewhere. I heard that in a video, and I was like, you know what? Yeah, I guess my like anime t-shirt and 3-year-old leggings aren't, and my black Converse aren't cutting it. I need some cute gym outfits.
It really helps, like just feeling like strong and sexy. Like my fucking $60-$70 leggings, it was a pain in the ass to buy because I would never spend that much on a pair of leggings. But when I put them on, I'm like, bruh, I can lift everything. I could do everything in here. Even though I'm so like winded and I'm like but I'm like the Gymshark leggings make my butt.
Yeah, you got your compression going on. You got a booty popped.
But they're not made for thick bitches at all. I'm already getting holes by the crotch, so fuck Gymshark.
I actually heard that. I actually did hear that. I watched a Gymshark review because I'm like, I kind of want some.
It's cute. Not for thick bitches, but like it's cute. It's a big purchase though. That shit is expensive.
Yeah. And actually the video I watched, the chick said that the larger the sizes go, the thinner the material kind of gets.
Yes.
So absolutely. Like the smaller sizes are a thicker material. So I'm like, well, that's not right. That's not cool. Yeah, how does that make sense? Like, why would somebody, just because they're thick, they want less, like that doesn't make, they want less material? Like, how does that make sense?
Like, that's why I'm buying $60 leggings, so I don't have the problem of showing my fucking underwear like I do with my $7 rainbow leggings.
Right? I'm like, I would have just went to Marshall's.
For real, I just wear cute underwear, but I made the purchase, so I wear it. Yeah, but honestly, like I get some Rainbow got some cute shit, some Target stuff. They got some cute shit.
I was thinking of trying out that Fabletics 2 for $24
I was looking at that.
Leggings or something. And you know what? We're not sponsored, so I don't even need to be sharing all that. But I'm thinking about I want to get some cute gym outfits. Because that's somewhere. What's another way to stay motivated at the gym, though?
Another way besides looking cute as fuck, having a workout buddy, or like just having someone to hold you accountable. Like you have a trainer.
Yeah.
I go with my sister and sometimes with my dad and stuff. So like when I know someone is like counting on me to go with them, it definitely helps me stay motivated. Yeah. I think that's really what like I needed when I first started working out, with someone to go with. But if you are new to the gym and you go with someone who's been working out, do not do their fucking workouts, or like, no, because I went with my dad when I first started going. I started going with my dad, who is a fucking 50-some-year-old gym head, you know? So he's over here.
He's buff.
Yeah, lifting like fucking crazy. And then he's like, yeah, just deadlift. And I'm like, okay, yeah, let me just deadlift. And I'm like, am I doing it right? And he was like, yeah, sure. Like, they don't know. Like, people don't know, like, correct form. Or, like, you know, like, no one's a fucking trainer. Like, he was like, yeah, it looks fine. And then the next day, I sneezed and threw out my back for, like, 2 days because I lifted it wrong. And I was just using my lower back. And I'm like, and then that put me out of the gym for a week, you know? So, like, be careful with that if you're working on with someone.
And that set back your journey an entire week.
Like, don't try to act like you're stronger than you are. Like, I'm sure you are strong. But, like, when you're just, like, doing free weights and everything, like, it's really about form so you don't fucking hurt yourself, and then that's an injury for life, and then you can't even go back to the gym. So then
Yeah,
fucks you
that's the
all
thing. We're
up.
all we're all strong, just in our own way. Like
Yes.
maybe when you're returning to the gym, or maybe even if it's your first time, like try to dabble in something you feel like, be like, I feel like I got pretty strong legs. Like maybe try to start there and then work
Mm-hmm.
on to the other stuff to challenge yourself. Because yeah, I definitely see that. It's like people, when we start something, we want to go full throttle,
Yeah.
full
Especially when you
force.
first start going to the gym, you're like, I just want to do it all. I want to look good. And then you overdo it, and then you can't work out for like a week because you're so fucking sore because you're doing too much. Don't do
Yeah,
too
you
much when
get
you first
sore,
start.
man.
Because
You
I
get
was doing too much at
sore.
beginning, and that just sets you back.
So ultimately, that's what I'm saying. Like working on form and like trying to get the specifics first, trying to get certain things down maybe first, set those like realistic habits is more important than doing the most and being like, even though I don't go to the gym, like, look, I'm capable and like
Mm-hmm.
I'm able to do all this stuff. Like you're only going to be able to do it for that one time you go, and then you're going to be
Yeah.
so sore, like you were saying, and you're not going to go back to the next week,
You're
and
gonna pull something.
you're
You
not going to
don't.
see real progress. You're not going to see real
Yeah.
progress.
And you really don't realize how fragile you are until you
Our
fucking pull a
bodies,
muscle.
our bodies need love. We have to treat them with
Hmm.
love, like,
Period.
and care. And if you're just like carefree, throwing yourself around the gym, like with no thought, like other than just like I'm gonna be strong, or I'm gonna lose all this weight, or I'm gonna get fucking buff, just throwing yourself around like a maniac.
No. And then also, if you're losing weight, don't be afraid of weights. Like, I feel like people's mentality when it's like losing weight is just cardio and like,
Mm.
no, you can like mix it up and shit. And
Yeah, I feel like mixing it up probably is better for your body anyway, because just always doing cardio, I just feel like, I don't know. I've never just always done cardio. I mean, cardio is good for like stamina and helping with weights, but I feel like when you're only doing cardio, it's just like kind of gets boring.
and some people
And
like it because it's easy, you know, like you just go on that machine, you stay there for 40 minutes, that's it. But it's like that's not really gonna build your physique. Like, yeah, you lose weight, but you could also like lifting weights also burns calories too, you know,
can you
like
even lose that much weight from just going and doing cardio?
no, because most of the time it's just like the elliptical. It's
Yeah,
like
because every person I see doing
Latin.
that, like, no tea, no shade to them. It's just like they're mostly just like old people who I feel like they just need to do something to keep their heart going.
Yeah, I
No
feel
shade
that.
to them. It's just like if you're a young person just going to the bicycle like for 40 minutes, it feels like a waste of a gym membership.
Yeah, like just go outside and walk around.
Yeah, just walk the block a couple times, which plenty of people in the joggers. There's plenty of the joggers.
Yeah, which is a gym alternative. What
Hmm.
is another gym alternative? Because the gym is definitely not for everyone. That shit gets
Yeah.
old, and I get it. The appeal for the gym is not for everyone, and I feel it.
When I wasn't going to the gym and I still wanted to get my body moving, I would say a gym alternative is honestly yoga, because there's a different yoga. I'm going to say yoga. There's a different type of yoga for basically every single thing that you're trying to do.
Hmm.
There's vinyasa, which is like cardio.
Yeah, like with the
There's
breath,
moving
breathing.
around. Yeah, you're going around a lot. It's like, that's kind of hard to like memorize and like get into it, because you're like, holy shit, they're
No,
moving.
that was the first yoga class I took, and I busted my fucking knee or like twisted something because she was like, all right, let's get on our heads. And I'm like,
Where was this class at?
at my gym, and like all the old Asian ladies were like killing that shit. And I'm like, oh,
They go every
goals.
week. They probably go
Yes,
twice
they
a week.
do. And like me and this really buff ass dude were like drenched in sweat, like struggling. So it shows you it's not about how big your muscles are when it comes to yoga. That shit is hard. Like,
Yeah. Yeah, that's why I usually suggest starting with Yin Yoga, which is more slow flow.
Yeah.
But you still, it gets a good stretch going, and you can do
Mm-hmm.
slow flow for strength too. So a lot of stuff where you like mostly working on arms or pretty much anything that you want. Like if you just go to YouTube and like Google like Yin Yoga, whatever, or like Vinyasa Yoga, whatever, or just yoga for whatever you're trying to work on that day. So like say you don't want to go to the gym, but you want to get in a routine, you can pretty much do yoga for like
Mm-hmm.
everything. It probably won't get the same results as weight, obviously, but like
But
using
it really does
weights.
tone you out. Like if you
Mhm.
do yoga and shit, them bitches are toned. Those old ladies toned as hell and more strength than I'll ever have. I can't fucking stand on my head.
Yeah, because it's calisthenics. You know, once you get your body weight, like you're able to like what is it, hold the weight of your body, you know. That's also
Mm-hmm.
good cross training for the gym too, even though it's
Mm-hmm.
I'm saying it's an alternative. It's just like because you know you're just getting holding up your body weight,
Mm-hmm.
which moves you further in carrying normal weights.
Mm-hmm. A gym alternative. When the gyms closed down, I was like freaking out because I'm like, oh my gosh, what am I gonna
Oh
do?
my gosh, not the gym.
Because I'm like, I hate working out at home. The working out at home is the last thing I ever want to do. But I would skate. I love rollerblading. That shit is a workout and it's like high key fun.
That
Just
sounds
cruising
fun.
around. I don't like the regular four skates. I like the inline, the rollerblades.
I never knew how to use those.
The rollerblades?
The inline.
Really? There's it's like roller skate. Not well, it is roller skating. It's like ice skating. Have you been ice skating?
Yeah, and I grabbed onto the wall the entire time.
I'm dead. I was actually good. I was good at ice skating, but that's because ice skating and like regular skating is the same thing.
Mm,
But it's fun once you get the hang of it. It's
yeah.
just yeah, and you can go fast. Like I don't like regular skates. That shit. It looks pretty. The vibes. It's all nice, but like practically, I'm trying to be out. Like I'm trying to be out.
No, I think inline skates look really cool, honestly. Every person I've ever seen who like skates, like inline skates, I just think they look cool coming up the street. I don't know why.
I'm zooming. I'm fucking
Yeah,
zooming.
they're zooming. It does look really cool. Like the other skates are a vibe for like indoors. The four roller
Mhm.
skates, like that's a vibe for like a roller rink.
Mhm. One little rock and you're toast. You're
Yeah.
fucking done.
Yeah, it's not a vibe for street, but
Mm-mm.
but yeah, I wish I knew how to do that. You know, I have a bike. I
Oh yeah,
go.
biking's a good alternative as well. Biking is fun. That shit for the thick bitches, that shit hurts my asshole too much. Like my ass bone, like that shit be
It hurts
hurting.
me too. Is
Oh
it the
my
seat? Like what?
gosh.
Is it
It's
the
the seat.
bumps?
No, it's the seat. Like that shit is the perfect wedge. Like there's
It
no
hurts my
comfortable
ass bone.
position. Like there's no comfortable position.
I just be standing up, to be honest, which is like,
Okay, strong. Okay. Nice.
how
You
do
got
you be strong?
yeah, but like that obviously takes more like leg muscles and shit to just be standing the whole time.
I
You
don't stand the
know?
whole time, but I try to stand like I do it pretty often interchangeably just so my ass bone doesn't hurt. But also I haven't been biking in months, so who am I kidding? But also it's cold here in Chicago. Also it's pretty flat here in Chicago, so
Oh.
that might change the standing up thing is like
Hmm.
I'm not really exerting too much energy because all it's pretty flat here.
Yeah. I would like when I would ride a bike, I would like alternate like butt cheeks. Like I would like go to like one side and then one side would hurt, then I'll go to the other. Then I would stand and then I'll go back to the because this I was hard
How was your
standing the whole time.
balance though? Were you like a little lean
No, like
or
it was like a slight like turn. It wasn't like not really on my butt cheek, just kind of like just
the
a
inner flap?
yeah, I
The inner
don't
flap. You were sitting on like the inner flap.
yeah. Like on my left butt bone and then I'll go to my right butt bone instead of like in the middle where it was just hurting both of my butt bones.
Yeah, your tailbone.
Yeah, bro,
And
that
that kind
shit
of hurts your back. When you
hurts.
hurt your tailbone, it kind of hurts your back.
Mm-hmm.
which
But
is,
also hiking. Hiking's a good one.
see, that's something I miss. We don't really have hiking here. We have trails, but they're all pretty flat, I would say.
Oh.
Hiking is something, if you can go hiking though, like take advantage of that, because I like really wish I did, because like I want to go hiking like right now so bad.
There's so many hiking spots in Las Vegas and like around Vegas. That's a good part. And it makes you feel like you're not even here, which who doesn't love that?
Yeah, I like going that places like Illinois has a lot of nice like parks and like
Mm-hmm.
little areas, like makes you feel like you're not, in Chicago or in really like, I mean, you always feel like you're in Illinois. It always looks like the Midwest, but
I'm dead.
it takes you out of the city a little bit. You feel
Mm-hmm.
like the city is behind you
Mm-hmm.
and we're on a road trip, like Crossroads.
Mm-hmm. Fake road trip. Love that.
And it's beautiful. Yeah. Staycation vibes.
Mm-hmm.
Which who doesn't love staycation vibes? That's an outlet for some energy.
Staycationing.
Staycationing, when the wanderlust hits and we can't itch the bug. We can't reach out to our wanderlust and grab it and say, "Hey, I'm going to go to Paris." You can just go to Mount Charleston.
Yes. Very true.
That's just like Paris, right?
Yes.
That
So
little trickle waterfall is like Versailles.
that's a bit of a reach. So what are some other outlets that you use besides what do you do? Yoga and the gym.
I would say for me, planning a meal and cooking it and putting my creativity and thought process into something that I not only need but enjoy.
Mm-hmm.
That helps me
Yes.
express my so many things, multiple things, creativity,
Mm-hmm.
what is it? Organization, because it's
Mm-hmm.
like the flow of I'm gonna cook this first, and then I'm
Mm-hmm.
gonna do this first, and then while this is in the oven, I'm gonna do the dishes. It helps me. It's kind of like brain training
Mm-hmm.
for what is it? I,
Life.
I don't I don't know, for life, really. Life is like planning and cooking a meal, right? We got to plan out our life. I don't know, some type of like organization. There's like a word for it, like
Mm-hmm.
organizing tasks in a
Mm-hmm.
responsible way. Don't know what the word for it is, but that's what I'm doing.
What is it? Is it prioritizing?
Prioritizing my time.
Yes, yep.
That's perfect.
Smart.
What are some outlets for you that isn't the gym?
Um, Something I like going for drives. I like getting out, going. Well, that's probably because I'm in the house all the time. I'm unemployed and shit, so like I don't be going anywhere. So like getting out for a drive, going to get some coffee is a nice outlet for me to kind of chill out, you know. And also weed. I like smoking weed. It
Weed's
helps.
nice.
Yeah.
Weed's nice. Don't depend on it. We don't advocate depending on weed or any substance,
No, no, no,
but
no.
using it responsibly as an outlet with anything, like you can't be drinking coffee all the time.
Mm-mm.
You can't be obsessively planning meals all the time. That's
No, at
scary.
appropriate times.
That's scary, but do it at appropriate times when you have time for it and you can really harness your energy into it and like,
Mm-hmm.
relax with some weed. That's
Mm-hmm.
good. That's good.
Yeah, but I
But we
know weed makes a lot of people anxious and doesn't really help with that.
Yeah, everyone has their judge though. My friends who are like, "Oh, I don't like smoking weed." They have their thing. They like
What is their thing?
do cocaine.
No, Alessandra. No, you know why would she? So if you get too anxious from weed, just get an 8 ball.
I
Use
mean,
it
shit.
responsibly.
I know some people who definitely do that. They're like, oh no, I can't hit that. No, I can't hit that. That makes me crazy. And I'm like,
Give me some of that.
okay,
But
but
I get it. Like,
that
I
doesn't
mean,
make you crazy though.
Coke doesn't really. I look sometimes with like the hot weed anxiety, it like brings out your biggest insecurities and shit.
Yeah, I think it's because it's so relaxing that what is it? People kind of have to let their guard down. Weed kind of like breaks that wall down, and then I think people feel scared because they are like just so, I don't know, like, so out of their mind that they realize like, oh shit, like I'm vulnerable right now, my wall's not up.
Yeah, and I feel
I
like
feel
it just
weird.
when I would get like weed anxious, it would be like I know every thought of how a person sees me, and that would like freak me out because I'm like, oh, being perceived by people, like me being perceived by people. Oh my gosh, like I can't even handle that. But I'm like, I'm a bad bitch. So fuck you even say about me.
Exactly. And that's also probably all in your head, They're
Yeah, it
probably, the
is.
only way they're probably perceiving you is like, this bitch high.
No, literally. I'm like,
And
people
then
don't even think about me like that. So
they're
like, I'm
probably
not
not even thinking
chill.
anything bad. They're like, oh, she's a bad bitch. She's cool. She seems kind of high right now, but she seems okay. Because I realized that, like, through working in restaurants, like groups of like teenagers who were at like sitting at tables that I was serving would like act kind of weird to me because they kind of think that I'm thinking they're weird because they're high. So they're acting like all kind of weird. And I'm like, I don't think anything bad about these kids. I just think, oh, they're high.
I'm dead.
Like they're acting so high right now. And this one table I was thinking about that with, and they all walked out without paying. And then I followed them. I was like, what are you guys doing? Because they were like walking casually. So I could like run and catch up to them.
Damn,
Because
they didn't even dash. They
they
didn't
weren't
dash
running.
right.
And then I said, hey, y'all didn't pay. And they were like, oh my God, we didn't pay. And then they were so embarrassed because they're so high, they forgot to pay. They didn't actually mean to like walk out like
Oh
that. They
my
thought they paid. They're like,
gosh.
we didn't give you our cards. I'm like, no.
Oh my gosh. I mean, I wish I could get that high.
And then one of them had like
The
all the
hell?
cards. I think he was gonna hand the cards to
Oh,
me,
I'm
but he
dead.
didn't. And I think all his friends thought he did. They were just so fucking high, man. And I was just like,
That's embarrassing.
it's okay because you guys are high, but I know they're probably like, oh, she hates us. Oh my God. Like they were acting like that, And I'm like, I don't hate you guys. It's just like,
You get
you got
pay.
stop getting so high before you
I'm
come into a
dead.
restaurant.
For real. That's funny. Yeah, I would probably think that too. I would be out. That's embarrassing.
It's embarrassing. So if those kids see it, it's okay. I don't hate you guys. But that was pretty funny that because I knew you were high the entire time. And then you did that and it was just the icing on the cake.
So if you get anxious when you're high, just realize people don't give a fuck about you as much as you think.
Yeah, no.
Because I'm like, oh my God, my mom hates everything I've ever done. And it's like, yeah, probably. But like, does that really matter at the end of the day?
You know what? That's what I'm saying. I'm like, you know what? I think that. But then I'm like, you know what? I think her mom probably hates everything she's ever done too. And the cycle is just continuing. So it's like, I can't help it. How can I
I'm
help the cycle? How can I
dead.
help the cycle, That's just how
I'm dead.
moms
True.
are.
Yeah, mom's, especially since my mom's like straight edge, so she's a tough cookie.
Has she ever smoked weed?
Yeah, she said she didn't like it, but she was also like 12 years old. If I smoked weed when I was 12 years old, I probably wouldn't like it either.
What
I'd
if
probably
you
be
did
like,
though?
if I did like it when I was 12 years old,
Yeah.
I think that's so weird. Like, I don't like when people say they started smoking when they're like 10, 12. I'm like, are you okay? Like someone drugged you like that.
You're a victim.
Like when A$AP Rocky was like, I was getting head since the 3rd grade or something. You're a victim, A$AP
You're a
Rocky.
victim.
You're a victim.
Right? I read something. I don't know if it was real, but it was like Chris Brown was like, I lost my virginity at 9 and the girl was 15. I was like,
no, for real.
Can we send you to therapy? Because
For
that's
real.
really scary and disturbing. But I don't know if it was
like
real.
that.
It was like some like not like the Shade Room, but some other stupid like media outlet like that.
Yikes.
I don't believe him. You believe that?
No. Like, I don't know. I wasn't even thinking about that shit. I thought that was scary. Like, when people were having sex in middle school, I was like, what in the world? Like,
right. I just was like watching Teen Mom was like, do you want that to be you? But you're younger than all of them. I was like, oh no.
That scared me. I was like, you'll be having sex.
I was just like, what if you have a baby? And that was my whole thing. I guess you could always get abortions, but my mom was like, but what if you get pregnant?
No, that's
and
scary.
Die?
Like going
what
through
if you
all
get pregnant and die?
Bro, going through pregnancy scares as a grown bitch is so stressful.
Imagine
I can't
12.
imagine. Yeah, I can't imagine being 12 or like 13 being like, oh my god, do I keep the baby? Do I give it up for adoption or
No,
do I
you do
abort
not keep
it?
the baby. I actually was watching this girl who had her baby when she was 13 and she kept it, and they're like, you know, they have a good relationship. They have a YouTube channel together.
Oh, she's definitely just using that kid for money.
But it's so
every time I
weird.
see that, like parents or like family channels or something, I'm like, those poor kids.
Yo. That's the tea. I feel it too, because like that's how I felt. Like that's why I kept watching her videos, because it's like, does her daughter like this?
Yeah,
because,
I'm like, it's weird.
Because like she was like telling the story of how she got pregnant in front of her daughter, and I'm like, your daughter's like almost her age, like, you know, like that would make me feel weird. Like, okay, I'm like almost the age like that you had me, and I can't imagine myself having sex with somebody. Like, I don't want to hear about this, you know. Like, and I don't want to do it on camera. It's for like a million people either. I don't want to have, you know, I don't want to have this hard conversation. Like, why have this hard conversation in front of the camera for a million people?
But kids bring the clout, I guess.
Yeah, because it's disturbing.
Yeah.
It's disturbing to subject your kids to private conversations in front of millions of people. Yeah. But I watch it sometimes when I'm gonna lie, because I'm like,
it.
I'm like, oh my god, they're doing this on camera. It's on YouTube. I'm like, this is crazy.
Oh my gosh,
I shouldn't watch it. I shouldn't. I'm not advocating.
No,
for it.
don't. That
guys, don't watch these people.
Did you see there was like, I don't want to be misinforming, but like, literally. It was a big story, like this person, I don't know if they're adopted kids or something, but they would like use their kids for like a YouTube channel, but they wouldn't even like feed them, and they lived in really bad conditions and shit, but they was getting money from like YouTube.
Oh my god, no, I didn't hear about that.
So
now I saw the one where they adopted like a kid and then they returned the kid.
Oh my god, stop. I saw that. I saw that.
I guess is return the right word, but that was so weird because they made money off of like adopting the kid. The video got like millions of views, I think.
Wait,
like 1 million views.
Didn't they? Why did they give it back?
I don't know why they gave it back. I think the kid. I don't know. I think
didn't the kid have a disability, and they're like, "Oh, we can't deal with that." So
yeah, I think the kid was autistic.
See, no.
And I was just like, come on, like.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah,
that's
so
fucked
lame.
up.
Yeah, it's so
and
lame because they made videos about it, you know, about having the kid, and then the kid just kind of like disappeared off their channel, but they had their other kids, you know, still on there.
Oh my gosh, people are wilding. Leave these kids alone.
Yeah, let the kids be in peace. That kind of wraps up our. We went off on some random shit, but that wraps up today's episode. Mm-hmm. You know, from your lovely #Juiceheads, #GymLife. You know, prepare for summer, for thought season.
Period.
Get in the gym.
Period.
Tone the ass, but use a different goal than toning the ass.
Yeah, but increase weight. Yeah, increase weight.
And
Focus
that's
on
what we have
form.
to say. Focus
Yep.
on form. That's what we have to say today.
That's all there is. Bye.
Bye. Happy birthday, Emma.
Thanks.